Action.
I'm with Gary McPherson after our pretty comprehensive 3-0 win over Enfield FC in the second qualifying round of the FA Cup, the round we entered the competition. Gary, a disciplined, professional performance, just what the doctor ordered perhaps?
Yeah, I don't think you can ever underestimate a 3-0 win, clean sheet, wherever you are, whatever competition you're in. I felt we should have probably scored a few more today. But I'll tell you what, Andrew, I'm not going to go there because I've been there in just about every one of my. I thought the boys were excellent today. I thought it was controlled, I thought it was covered. We look extremely comfortable. Obviously, the pleasing thing for me is that we are through and we're in the hat, which is what we came to do. But the pleasing thing for me is I'm seeing the team moving on a little bit more, doing the types of things that we want them to do, and playing in the type of way that we want them to play, and they're just enhancing that week after week, and it's coming. I think we all know that putting the ball in the net has been, our nemesis at the moment, and hopefully it's turned a corner.
Now, it doesn't matter what step opposition is. Normally they get, one or two chances, but they didn't lay a glove on us the whole game.
No. This is a tough game. For a multitude of reasons, this is a really, really tough game. And we came into this and we knew we were going to have to be professional today. We're going to have to put certain things aside that might have been circling in media and probably social media more than anything, because Enfield's a good club, and they deserved our respect and they got it today. However, when we needed to be strong, we needed to be disciplined, and we needed to defend in a resolute manner, we did. I'm not sure they had a shot all game. So, that's not me pouring scorn on them. I think our boys at the back have been very, very good today.
And in the end, I suppose it was one of those occasions where class told in terms of the gap in divisions.
Yeah, look, we've got every right to do that because we are the step two side, and we've got some really good players in our team. We were here talking last week about the fact that we were, bemoaning the fact that we hadn't beaten Western. The fact that we'd lost to Western was somewhat something we couldn't fathom at the time. But so we're coming a long way. Western are a massive club. So today, I felt could have made it a little bit easier on ourselves, although 3-0 looks comprehensive, but could it have been 5 or 6? Yeah, quite easily, but listen, we're through, and that's all that matters.
And was the message at half-time, Gavin, 2-0, doesn't matter who you're playing, it's a dangerous scoreline, just don't take your foot off the gas? Was that the message at half-time?
Yes, we made a few tactical tweaks, just in an offensive manner, to try and get people stepping inside lines, etc., and get us wider in the pitch in the wing-back area. But yeah, I thought we started on the front foot again in the second half, and a couple of chances go by and you think, okay, 2-0 at that stage, and you're thinking, all they've got to do is something's got to happen for them, and all of a sudden you're in a game of football. But we went and scored the other one, and it was massively comfortable from there.
I know you love the FA Cup, Gav, like I do. I grew up with it. We're in the hat on Monday. Will that act as a sort of boost for the league form, or do you treat it totally separate?
It can. No, I can. It can run into one. I've seen it happen at a previous club that I've had, where a cup run can kick things on for you in the league, brings a feel-good factor around the place. You get a little bit of the media interest like we've had today. But I think that generally comes at the first round stage. We've had a little bit of it today because of the Enfield tag on the game. But I want people to have that experience and get to the first round and have that buzz around the place, because I think it can work for you. I really do.
And just lastly, you said earlier you managed to sort of cope with the emotion, if you like, of the occasion. It was a very professional performance, and you were able to give, once we got the third goal, minutes to a few players who might not otherwise have got the pitch. It must have been pleasing as well.
I mean, what we saw from the guys today was a controlled professional performance, right? And that is exactly what we've set out to do all week. So the 2 training sessions that we've had, we've detached ourselves from whatever might be going on, I don't know, in respect of social media and that type of thing. That's for the supporters. Let them do whatever's going on. For us, it was all about being professional. It was all about focusing on ourselves and enhancing what we do, and understanding how we wanted to play today. Because you've got a team that's gone out there that generally wants to, they want to play football. They're a team at their level that wants to play football. And I thought we were brave in that respect. We were fighting when the second ball's high up the pitch. And I think we did that largely. There was a little lull, I thought, 10 minutes before half time. Understandable. As a manager, you know, sometimes you can be a bit of an idiot and you can want, you know, the full 95 minutes performance. If you strive for that and you get sort of 85 minutes of performance, then you're probably not going far wrong.
And it augurs well for Chippenham without, I don't think, any injuries today.
No, I'm not aware of it. You know, on the injury front, I'd like to say the best wishes to their lad who's been carried off today.
Yep.
I've just gone and seen him in there, and you know, you never like to see anybody in football who applies their trade in a non-league situation or in a pro situation that takes their football that seriously to be in that sort of condition. So I wish him all the best. And you know, lastly, support was for us today absolutely immense, especially under the roof in the first half. You know, took a bit out of them not having a roof in the second half, but just absolutely immense. And when I spoke to the FA guys early on, I mentioned that they've been nothing but supportive for me from minute one and still continue to be. But more importantly, the lads thrive off it. You know, if they can bring those levels, you know, it's a two-way thing. We've got to give them something, they've got to give us something. But when they say the lads thrive off it, you know, it doesn't go unnoticed.
Great way to finish. Thanks, Kevin.
Cheers.